when a human starts in their head saying, I can't do this, I really bet you're probably only 30 to 40% of what you of the way there. Welcome to another episode of Kosmo Unfiltered. Your boy Kosmo and none other than my boy Wes. What's up, Wes?
What's up?
How are you, man?
Doing all right.
This is going to be a good one. I say that about all of them, though.
Our podcast is going to be old enough to retire soon.
Yes, we're getting there. We're coming up. What do we got, like 8 more weeks?
Something like that.
I can't remember.
But is it going to retire early?
I don't know. Hope not.
Is it the kind of podcast that just has to work no matter what?
I don't know. We're ranked in the top 3%.
Really?
Of all entrepreneurial podcasts.
How about that?
I didn't know that.
Must be some shitty entrepreneurs out there if we're climbing that ladder.
Yeah. Who knew? They were just waiting for us to break onto the scene. Yep. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about, is the American dream dead? Somebody said that the other day. American dream's dead. And I looked at him like, what the are you talking about?
What's that song from like Portlandia? The American dream is alive in Portland. It's like this stupid montage thing.
Oh.
What do you think? What's your answer?
I think it's 100% alive. I think when I hear people say, the American dream is dead, I either think to myself a couple things. One, those are people that just like to stay comfortable. They just like to stay in their little pod or whatever, and they don't want to do anything else. They don't want to put forth any effort. They have zero ambition. They want to go hit their 9 to 5 and bitch about their circumstances to everybody. Now, that's one. Then the other circumstance is the people like me, I can't stay stagnant. I have to be moving forward every single day.
Yeah.
Like something has to, I have to have momentum in my life.
Right.
And I'm kind of in that camp. But I'll tell you this, the number one trait I have seen in successful people is hunger.
Yeah.
They're hungry. And I think people that aren't successful, for the most part, just don't know what hunger is.
True. Have been taught.
I don't know if you're taught hunger.
That's true.
I think you can be taught hunger, but it's also something like in some people like me, it's just like in my soul.
Yeah.
It's just in my soul. And, what is the American dream? What is it? I think when I say the American dream is to me is a place where you can come and live out your best life. Whatever that is, For me, I want to be successful in business. I want to be successful in finances. I want to be successful in my family, and I want to be free. I want freedom. Earlier in the year, we talked about when I had a job, and it was just, I would be sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
My hunger had to, I was literally sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah. I was listening to, I think it's Win Friends and Influence People. I think that's the book. Have you read that book?
Long time ago. It's been a long time.
I believe it. Or maybe it was Think and Grow Rich. It was like the Dale Carnegie interview, whatever book that is. You know the one I'm talking about, right? That journalist that sits down with Carnegie and like interviews him, and he basically just made the whole book out of the stuff they talked about in these interviews.
Uh-huh.
I know you've heard of it. I'm like blanking on the name, but he talks about the guy who started like the first mail order business.
Oh yeah.
Like he worked at this place and was just like hated his job, punching the clock, and he got this idea. He's like, man, I'm just going to start selling stuff at work. Like I can patch through and like talk to whoever I want. I'll just like between calls or whatever, I'll talk to people and just see if I can sell them like a wristwatch. So he started doing that just inside like where everybody worked. Mm-hmm. And he'd sell all the watches and he'd buy something else, and he'd sell all those and he'd buy something else. He's like, man, we're making this happen over the phone. Like, why couldn't we just do this like at scale? So he did that until he kind of burned his bridge at his job, and they were like, you can go be excellent somewhere else.
Yeah.
And the next thing he started was like the Sears catalog. Like it was all, he started that business. And they were talking about that discontent that you get. Like you're doing a job or you're doing a thing.
Yeah.
And you get to this point where you're just, either it's your curiosity or something else that just starts, I don't know, that burning. You're like, I just got to try something
Man, for
else.
me, it's just like, I want more.
Yeah.
I just want more. And
He talks about that too.
I've been through, I've been super, I hate to use the word poor, but, poor for, American standards. I think poverty is something else, but I have, when I don't have money to eat, and I was just sitting there and I was like, this can't be like, how do people get money? How do people get, happiness? How do people,
It can't be that hard.
like, you can't, like, they went to the same school I did.
Yeah.
With the same teachers. Like, what's going on?
Sure.
And that's when I found, just hunger and drive and just always pushing yourself to be outside of your comfort zone. And most people don't want that. Your body's natural instinct is to stay comfortable.
Right.
I mean, that's just how we're wired on a DNA level. Is to not seek discomfort. Or you could die, be chased down by a tiger or something,
Right.
Back in the saber-tooth
Sure.
tiger. But obviously times are a little bit different now. So I always try to, put myself in an uncomfortable position because I know that nothing grows from comfort. It only grows from discomfort.
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think if you think the American dream is dead, then it's dead. If you think the American dream is alive, then it's alive. However you think, so shall it be.
Yeah.
That's
You sound like
dropping bombs.
you're in
right
like
now.
you're just the guru at the
Dropping
hotel.
bombs. Whether you can or you can't, you're right.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah. It's like David Goggins just running somewhere.
Yeah. And that's what he needs in his life to be on his mission to do his thing.
Yeah.
Hey, man, more power to the dude. That's not for me.
Yeah.
You
He had some dude running with him the other day, and the guy had run some crazy distance already. And
Yeah.
he's like, come on, man. Like the last 10K of this race is all uphill. And like Goggins does that on purpose. Like, come on, man, the last 10K is uphill. This dude, David's like 15 yards ahead of him. Like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
He's something.
But he seeks this. That's the discomfort he needs to get to where he's going.
That's it.
On the mission that he's put on this earth to do.
Yeah.
Knock yourself out, brother.
That's right.
I'll root for you. I'll hand you water. Drive my motorcycle next to you.
Yeah, you're doing good, Dave.
Yeah. And that guy's done like crazy shit too.
Yeah,
like
those
crazy
ultras
shit.
in Death Valley or something like that.
Oh my gosh. Like when he was talking about running with broken bones in his feet.
Yeah.
But then you think like, I bet I would be, and I don't know, this would be a great question for him. We should see if he'll come on the show sometime.
That'd be cool.
I bet when a human starts in their head saying, I can't do this, I really bet you're probably only 30 to 40% of what you, of the way there.
Yeah.
Of what you can actually.
For sure.
Lifting weights, the big three, back squat, deadlift, and bench press. I was sitting there. I remember I was sitting there looking at. I was doing 385, squatting 385. I weighed 210, like almost twice my weight, and I'm like, in my head, I'm on. This is not safe. This isn't safe. And I put it on my back, and I felt like it was crushing my spine. And then I was like, no, it's not. And then I stood up and changed my mindset. And then all of a sudden I didn't feel that. Funny thing is when I hit the 1,000-pound club on my deadlift, I was sitting there and like, I mentally, I had to prepare myself for it. Like in my head, this is what I told myself. You will lift this or you will be dead. Like,
Yeah.
like if you don't lift this weight, then somebody's going to shoot you in the head.
Yeah.
There is no quit here. And I remember grabbing that weight, and it wasn't pretty. I got the video footage. I should probably send that out sometime. It wasn't pretty, but I did it.
Yeah.
In my head, though, it was way easier. So,
well, congrats on the 1,000-pound club.
Well, thank you, man.
You get like a cool shirt or something?
No.
That sucks. We're gonna get you a shirt.
I get shit. I got there. I got the mental.
We'll get you like a cool patch. You can like sew it on your some cool ass.
Yeah.
Maybe a jacket with a scorpion on the back.
I gotta get badged in.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Like, he's in 1,000. You see it?
That dude right there.
You see it?
1,000-pound club.
Wow. I've never seen one in real life.
So, in short, like I said, whether you can or you can't, you're right. So, hey, I want to thank everybody for watching, listening, no matter where you're at. We would love to hear from you, so drop us a comment, tag us on social media, share it with a friend, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.